Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, I want to go and talk about this Target PS5 drop / restock, and this also does pertain to the Xbox Series X and S as well. Same with the PS5 Digitals, in case you guys are on the lookout for any of those in particular, because I do think this Target drop with like a 99 point, let's say like 5% chance, because there's always that one very small chance that there's a delay or a crazy thing like Texas being frozen over that may go and delay it out just a little bit. But I think with almost without a doubt, Target will be dropping and restocking throughout this week. We have some employee information, we have employee leaks, we have some stock, we have overall just a lot of things to talk about and cover, more so on when we actually think the Target drop will happen, what times it will happen, and basically there's a lot of different stuff all kind of mixed in throughout this actual video. So hope you guys will sit back and enjoy. As always, let's do our quick little sellout. If you guys are not subscribed, make sure you guys pop on the subscription and pop on the notifications. If you guys would want, we are also giving away a PS5 too as well to my subscribers. If you guys want to be entered in on that, I got you guys. Leave a like if you guys enjoy these videos. Comment down below your thoughts as always. And of course, we have the usual little sellout with the Amazon link with the PS5 link down below if you guys want to check for warehouse stuff or whatever. The Twitter and Twitch stream if you guys want to go follow up down below, especially the Twitter for restock news if I ever see any stuff. And of course, also the Weeble. Sign up for Weeble, deposit $100. You guys go get free stock. In Coinbase, you guys buy $100 with any cryptocurrency, and you guys go and get free Bitcoin as well. So hi guys, so we have a lot of good news, a lot of good things to go and showcase and cover. We'll probably maybe have another video later on throughout tonight too as well, to have more of like, I guess, overall community news. So if you guys do go and check your Target, you guys can go and scan the PS5 Target barcode or PS5 digital barcode or even the Xbox Series X or S. And if you guys want to go and send me a tweet or Twitter DM, I'll gladly go and showcase that on up in tonight's video as well. We also maybe have like a weekly recap video too as well in a few hours. So we have a lot of stuff on the channel, so be on the lookout throughout today as well. So hi. We have a lot of stuff. So basically, I want to go give the quick recap. You guys probably already know. You guys can skip ahead a minute if you guys need to. But when it comes to Target, we've known Target employees have had stock for a while. Stock in the actual stores, like physical PlayStations in the store itself. We've also had employees have confirmations that shipping stuff is shown on up, and they have not sold any consoles overall for the stock that is actually shown on up. We also know they have stuff in the warehouse as well for Target. We've had this from various employee leaks, employee information. We'll showcase up some other stuff too as well throughout this video. But we've seen a lot of different stuff showcasing up that Target is moving, Target stock is moving, and everything is kind of, you know, pulling together towards the next major Target drop. So we're going to probably be watching Target a lot throughout this week until it actually drops. So just letting you guys all know, it's very, very likely that there will be a drop this week. There has never been a PS5 Digital, Xbox X or S drop on the last little weird drop. And a lot of stores also did not also have stock available when it came to the last Target drop. That's kind of why we're focusing so heavily on this Target drop right now, because we also are seeing a lot of stock. If you guys have seen the previous videos, you guys kind of know. But I want to showcase up a few different other things, like at least a few quick ones we've kind of seen all throughout these past few days. One is over here is from ZowYW94. Jack Zhao, I feel like I probably said it completely wrong. So if I said it wrong, that's completely my bad. I know you follow me. But he basically set up in San Jose East Target. Like I said, my local Target didn't even drop any PS5 since the last regional drop. Now it's even getting more stock, which I kind of want to touch on that throughout this video. Last time this store only had 16 on hand, but now it has 25 plus. It is crazy. Let me try to maybe get like the bigger picture so I can show you guys up the stock here. This is insanely big stock that we've been seeing from pretty much all these locations. We're seeing lots of 25 plus on hands. If you guys saw in our last night's video, we even saw even more. And we've just been seeing a lot of stock overall. And this is good because kind of how I mentioned like in the tweet itself, there's been a lot of places with either lower stock that is getting bigger, drops that were at like very low stock, like let's go say 0, and then they actually built on up after the last previous drop has happened. So it just means new stock is shown on up. And we've also seen employee confirmations of actual shipping dates confirming that there is stock flowing on. So we're seeing really, really big stock, like you guys can see right here, for a lot of these locations, which is very, very, very big. We've also seen a few other things too as well, and this is kind of like, I think, the major one for this one. But here's one from our boy Chito that saw from an actual leak on over here, which is he's actually playing some Mario Kart. I love Chito. I definitely I recommend you guys saying hi to him. He's very, very nice. I love the guy. So let me go and try to show you guys up on this over here. A little bit more of like a big zoom in picture. So here's actual employee information showcasing up the actual dates and times. And as you guys can maybe go and see, there's like two major things to be on the lookout for over here that Chito tweeted out, is that it has a delivery date over here on 2/15. So that was like more so around the last previous Target drop, if you guys remember that time. And that showed up at 4 a.m. 6 days ago. We also have all the previous drops. You guys can kind of go and see in the audit. So that's a very big thing to look at either way. But some of the bigger things to know is the on hand, which is 8. So it kind of means that even if this place did have stock or whatever, based on all these previous other dates, that we're kind of seeing like, you know, on the occasional date, like here's one on 2/21 and such, which they have one capacity mixed done in. But if you guys can go and see the 8 on hand, which is big because it still has actual stock available over here in general. So they still have like, you know, stock in the actual store, but more so the on the way. 14 on the way on 2/24. So that's in a few days from now, which is very, very big information to go look at because that just confirms that there are big stocks showing on up and actual stock is showing up in general. I'm going to show up another tweet on over here too as well that Chito kind of put in like this little duo thing mixed on in. But we could even go and see employee stock mixed on in here too as well, which is right here. If you guys go and see here, we see the spring water with no stock. But even if your store, if you guys go and check your local stores, or like you guys do the barcode scan, even if you guys have low stock or 0 stock, we have had confirmations that the warehouse does sometimes go and send out the stock itself. So basically means like, even if your store is low stock, they sometimes have stuff moving, or sometimes it takes like 1 or 2 days for the system to actually go and upgrade the actual stock. So here's another thing from actual employees themselves leaking this on up, where some of these places have like 15 on hand, 11 on hand, 17 on hand, 18 on hand. Like, the stock is really, really, really big for Target. Target is coming in clutch when it comes to stock. And this kind of just goes and shows, because that last drop was more of like a weird baby drop, because not many people really had a chance to get the drop. As I mentioned, many stores didn't either really have stock, they had more of the out of stock, like you guys are seeing here, or they just didn't have really big stock floating around. And that is just not good. So now, even though it's been like a week or so, we're seeing more stock moving. We have, as I mentioned, confirmations that there is stock available in the actual stores themselves. Like, there is physical, like they're physically there. You can touch them. Not that you can buy them, I'm saying more so the employees. And now we're also seeing a lot of more employee leaks in terms of shipping dates and all this stuff as well, mixed on in. We also do have a few other things. Like I said, I'll probably have a nice recap video showcasing up all this stuff. But here's even stuff from, say, like Group Leader over here, which like has, you guys can even go and see in their store. It has another big 25 plus mixed on in the store on hand, which is insane. And I think also we do have also some Xbox Series X proof too as well, and a few other things we want to showcase throughout this video that I think are kind of relevant. Here's another one over here too as well from Ariel David. If you guys can go and see this one on Erie Yeezy, but they even had a big like 18 on hand, 0 in back. So we're seeing lots of big Target stock mixed on in throughout all these locations. The employees are seeing it stuff. The actual internal systems are seeing this stuff. Everyone who's checking their stores, which by the way, if you guys want to go and check your local Target store, now today is probably a good day to go check it, just so you guys can more so see what your local store has. If you guys want to send me a Twitter DM, tweet at me publicly or whatever, feel free to. We always have the Twitter down below. I so you guys can go and follow me up on Twitter too as well. But we see all this big stock over here. It's huge. Look at this. Look at this. Some of these things are massive. Like, it's insane. And I do also want to go and touch on, even though we showcased up all the employee things mixed in and on over here as well, as we were seeing all this stuff, which is probably one of the best telltale signs where we see the stock in the 224. I also want to touch on the 224 thing in a second. But as well, we've also even been seeing stuff with the Xbox too, where we are also seeing Xbox stock flowing around too as well. Like, here's another picture over here in case you guys are curious. So I know a lot of you guys are also trying to go get the Xbox Series X console or the S. S maybe not so much. I always kind of make fun of the S, but the X for sure, we are also seeing stock when it comes to the actual Target restock. One thing to kind of note is it does kind of seem like the Xbox stock has all been under 10. We saw a few other previous Xbox leaks too as well, which kind of stinks because the stock was very, very, very low. So I know if a lot of you guys are trying to get the Xbox, may have your expectations set a little bit lower, and Target usually does do wave. Actually, let me get into the actual drop info too. Target does do waves. So they usually do like PS5 disc, then the PS5 digital, then they also do the Xbox Series X and then S. So be on the lookout. Whenever one thing drops, the next things will probably start dropping afterwards. And also on dates, I want to showcase this up on the actual channel if I can see this and find this. But we actually had someone who put all the actual drop times together. Yeah, it was over here from our boy Omar over here. I like Omar. When it comes to this stuff where they actually put a little bit of the information mixed on in, and I agree. I think they usually more so like to drop on Tuesdays rather than Mondays. But overall, I think I've kind of noticed the Tuesday dates too as well mixed on in. But I've also been seeing more dates as well I don't know, it kind of guess it kind of depends. You guys can kind of see this a little bit, but basically look at these are some of the target drop times. It's okay if like whatever I'm covering right here. But if you guys look at some of the target drop times, you have like a 6:31 a.m., 6:27 a.m. So this is for the digital, this is for the console. So we're seeing some of that stuff. And also we can see some other dates over here in January as well. But I think these may have been like some of the more, I think this was like that weird teaser drop that happened the day before. And then here's like the actual drop times. So in case you guys are curious, the previous target drops were earlier in the morning, like 5 to 7 a.m. EST. But nowadays, in the past maybe 3 drops or so, give or take, we've actually more so noticed that it's more around like the 7 a.m. range or so. You guys can see it over here. This would be, I think this would be 7:30 my time, give or take, and around 7 a.m. for Target itself. So be on the lookout, especially on the little bit more earlier end. I'm not going to say it's not going to be in the early hours because realistically they can go and change it on up. But they did have like 4 drops around that 4 a.m. to 6 a.m. range. And now we're seeing more so them doing around like the 7 a.m. range. So throughout the next, I'd probably say next 3 days, especially we'll keep on covering up all the Target news on the channel. But around the next 3 days, probably almost no matter what, we'll be having a drop. I say very, very likely throughout this week. As I mentioned, we have the employee stuff. They have stock. Everyone checking their stores has stock. We see a lot of stock moving literally everywhere. And as well, we also have the confirmation that the last Target drop was a little bit more of a smaller drop. I've had some Target employees also state that they never even moved their stock as well. So it may have just been a glitch. And they also, as I mentioned, never dropped the 3 other places as well. So without a doubt, just based on the information we actually are presented, I don't really like, I sometimes go touch on leak information, but I like more so seeing specific pictures and stock pictures. That is more likely than someone saying something or doing something. It's always nice to know whenever someone says something overall and you kind of go and see it, but more so when you can actually see the actual pictures, like over here where you can kind of see the actual stock. This goes a lot farther in terms of stock and stock digs, etc. I do want to do one quick touch on too as well before we wind down this video because it is going kind of long. This will probably have another video tonight as well. Probably showcase some of the stock that you guys go and send us. So check your Target stores for sure. But I do also want to make a note that sometimes if we see like this 2/24 date, that is not 100% the date that it may actually go and drop. It may even drop earlier than that. So still be on the lookout tomorrow. Still be on the lookout as well for Tuesday. I think Tuesday, if I had to guess, is probably the more likely day. So more so maybe like Wednesday morning. So Tuesday night, Wednesday morning, etc. But also be on the lookout tomorrow either way as well, just because throughout the next 3 days, there is a good chance of stuff dropping, especially with now with all the Texas stuff all kind of situated. So a lot to go and look. I think almost without a doubt it's going to drop this week. We don't know specifically when because we're not Target employees. They sometimes do kind of bounce around a little bit even for the Target employees themselves, but it's very nice telling sign when we can see actual stock moving, showing on up and going from there. So without a doubt, I think there's like a 99% chance that Target will be dropping this week and soon, but as well also be on the lookout throughout the next few days either way, around like probably like, if you guys want to be up earlier, I don't think they're going to keep on doing the early drops in my opinion, but they always can. There's always a chance. But I'd maybe say be on the lookout throughout the next 3 days, 4 days or so at the 7 to 9 a.m. EST range, give or take, maybe before you guys go to school, before you guys go to work or whatever. If you guys can go and check your local Targets, let me know if you guys see any stock available and all that good stuff. We are seeing lots of good news, and I hope you guys will get your console on this drop. As always, guys, if you guys are not subscribed, make sure you guys subscribe with the notifications on. We also are giving away a PS5 as well, so make sure you guys are subscribed for that. If you guys would like to go and leave a like on the video, just to help some people actually go and see it, I would love that. Comment below down your thoughts too as well. As always, make sure you guys follow up the Twitter, even for Restock news or just in general tweets. And of course, the Twitch stream. Would love to have you guys there and say hi. And I've also the Weeble, sign up for Weeble, deposit $100. You guys go get free stock and free money. And of course, Coinbase, you guys buy $100 worth of any cryptocurrency. You guys go and get free Bitcoin. As well, as always, guys, check on the Amazon link down below, too, for cancellations or warehouse stuff. And I'll see you guys up later on. We have a lot of videos to cover out throughout today, so make sure you guys are on the lookout for that. Love you guys all so much, and I'll see you guys in the next one.